All right, Brian. So, just going to go through the three different chord shapes that you can take up the fretboard without barring, right? So, now the reason that's kind of interesting is because these two strings, we're going to do the E-shaped one first, right? So we got our E major shape there, index finger free, and then bring it up. Now, what's cool about these, right, as I was saying, is that these two strings are staying put all the time. They're the same. So that means that they're changing, that they're in a different place relative to the chord, right? Because if this is going up and these two are staying the same, then these two are getting further and further away from the shape every time, which makes for a different type of chord, right? So this one is an F major 7, kind of. There's an open B in there as well, sharp 4, but you know, we don't need to worry about that. This is an F sharp 7. This is a G6. This is an A major add 9. This is a C major 7, okay? So there's different chord types depending on where you're putting it, okay? But all it is just you're taking this one, E shape, index finger free, and normally you'd bar it, but on this one, we're just going to do that. Still holding down the bass string, but leaving those first two strings open, okay? And then just throw it around and see what kind of chord progressions you can come up with. Now, keep it in mind, you do at least want to know where you are, okay? Don't, you know, throwing them around randomly is fine, but you know, you should have some idea of what chords you're actually on. So if you hit at the 5th fret, you should know that that's an A, okay? Just have a quick think about it, okay? A couple of examples then were at the end of Under the Bridge, you've got A, C, G, and F. Another example I showed you was a band called Alter Bridge. We call it and the song was Burn It Down. So that's B, D, A, C, F sharp. Okay. Another interesting one as well is if you just take an E major or minor, it doesn't really matter. G, down one from that, G flat or F sharp, F, and then back down. But just throw them about, see what happens. Next one was the D Sus2 shape. Now you don't have to be in drop D for this, but it is better if you are, right? So again, we're going to take 7th fret harmonic of the 6th string and match it to the 12th fret harmonic of the 5th. But as I was saying, if you have a tuner handy, use the tuner, all right? Not quite. But anyway, we'll go with it. Okay, so there's D major, there's D Sus2, okay? So remember why it's called that, okay? Because that's the third. That's the one that decides whether it's major or minor. When it's here, when it's high, it's major. When, take it back one, there's D minor, okay? So when we go, so that's the major third, and when we go down beyond this, we don't know if it's major or minor or not, so it's suspended, and it's suspended by the 2, okay? If we went up here, went above the third, then that'll be Sus4, okay? Anyway, so maybe take it up 2 frets. If you want a happy tune, take it up another 2. Up another 1, another 2, and another 2. 2 and then another 1 maybe. Okay, so that'll be kind of a major key, kind of a happy one, right? If you want a darker, kind of more sad one, up 2, then just up 1. Another 2, 2, 1, 2, and another 2. Okay, so, and you can just pick 2 of them, maybe 3. Something like that. Okay, and finally then we had that lovely A minor add 9 shape that Metallica used really well in Call of Cthulhu. So this one, right? So that's just, there's your minor third there. 5th fret on the G string, and then 7th fret with either your little finger or your third finger on the D string. All right. So now with that, when they're apart like this, when the third is lower down, it's a minor chord, right? So if I want to make this a major, all I have to do is bring that one up, and all of a sudden we get this happy chord. So that's a major-ish. Same A major odd 9, but so what we'll do is there's a nice chord progression you can do with it. So we're going 5 and 7, 4 and 5, 2 and 3, 1 and 2. All right. Now explore with it, right? So like maybe take these up 2. That works nice. Not so much. You know what I mean? So it's kind of a trial and error type thing. You learn which ones work. You know, I can tell you which ones are likely to sound good, but it's much better if you just kind of drag that shape around. Okay, sometimes there's 2 frets between them. Sometimes there's 1. When there's 2 frets between them, it's minor. 1 fret, major. Okay? Happy tune, sad tune. Okay, so that's just 3 ways you can bring chord shapes up the fretboard with a whole bunch of open strings ringing out as well. And it has a certain texture about it that's nice. It's very jangly, nice. So if you get a nice clean tone on your electric guitar and just fire them about and see what happens. All right, talk to you next time.